Welcome to the SEC. First statement, I really do want to give a shout out to Florida. I think they're an NCAA tournament team. I talked to my team before this game even occurred. Obviously, they need a signature win and a statement so they could keep their NCAA tournament hopes alive, and I thought they did that today. And I just thought they made some unbelievable shots. They gave great effort. We mixed up defenses for 4 quarters, but to me, the game was in that first quarter. They came out and put a 26-piece on us with a team that's been playing defense all year, and it was one of those nights that we try to get it back and we try to cut it down to 8, and we just couldn't. But I also told my team this can't be a mindset that, you know what, our season's done, because if you would have told me 2 weeks ago that you got a chance to go 5-6, I'd take it every single day of the week. I just hate that we lost at home for our fans because this place is special and you want to make sure you win at home. But this is a great time for a bye week. We need some much needed rest, get healthy, keep that juice. And then obviously we got a tough opponent coming next Sunday.
So here's stuff on the front.
Sam, what exactly was the injury that Jess was dealing with? What did you think of the way she kind of battled through that and came back?
Yeah, I think that kind of was that first quarter. It was crazy. We jumped on them early, and then she went down, and I thought she got hit in the eye, so I ran out on the court, and it was her ankle. We taped it up harder, and then again, the kid's a warrior. For the minutes she plays, she goes 29 minutes on a hard taped ankle, 7-8 from the field, and then when you look at the plus minus from everybody, because that's a big thing for me. When she was out there, we were only -5. So obviously me asking her constantly, are you good? It was just one of those games. But ultimately as a team, we weren't good. And again, you got to give a lot of credit to Florida. I mean, they shot 63%. So no matter if it went man, zone, it didn't matter. They were just hitting shots and they were taking it right at us.
So here with Robbie in the front.
Even in y'all's wins, you've had a lot of turnovers. 3 out of the last 5 games, 20+ turnovers. I mean, what are you seeing as kind of the biggest issue right now protecting the basketball?
You know what? We'll talk to my team about that. I thought we didn't go into our reads. We've changed our offense where we're able to score a lot first downhill. This game, we never went to any of our counters. We never went into the second and third layers. We went all or nothing. We talked about that, but I think just getting punched in the face, and like I said, you got to give credit. Calculated where we kept on trying to hit a 10-point shot, and as y'all know, there's no 10-point shot in women's basketball or men's. So we were trying to tell them, hey, we need to score, stop, but every time we make a run, the crowd was ready to get going, and then we'd miss 2 free throws. Or we'd get them to make a shot, missed, but we couldn't come up with a rebound. It was just one of those nights that, you know what, it wasn't our night, and that's where you're learning about me. I'm never going to make excuses, and I'm going to give a lot of credit to Florida because I thought they were the tougher team, and they made the tougher plays.
You're in the back.
Sam, what did you think of y'all's defensive effort this afternoon?
Frustrating. I mean, because like I said, anytime total field goal percentage, because I'm looking at 61. What was total? Yeah, total field goal 61%. We tried. Our press, I went with different lineups, different people. I went man. We switched ball screen coverages. I think I used everything in my defensive book. Just couldn't get a stop. And then they did a great job being patient on offense, and we just never finished plays. So we talked about it in the timeouts. We talked about it at half. We tried to do everything we could, but again, we just, for whatever reasons, we couldn't get a stop. That's why I talked to the team briefly before I came in here. We got to stay the course. We need to get rest, because again, the SEC is a long period. This is a great time for a bye week, and then I need to see an energetic group when I come back here on Wednesday.
Lauren Correa had a big game in this game. They found some open shooters, were getting to the rim with their guards. I mean, what did you see from them offensively that was so difficult for you guys to defend, especially the guard position?
Yeah, I know Leilani from the Big East when she was at St. John's. She's a really good player. I think it started with her just hitting all those threes and, just gave her teammates confidence. Shout out to them. They played a really good game. They wanted it more than us, I would say.
Sam, when you see your star player go down, it's one of those things. Emotionally, you may be able to handle a little better than your players, but you guys went almost 4 minutes without a made basket there. I mean, how much of an impact do you think that had on the team during that first period?
That's a great question, but I just think it was more of us getting punched in the face. Yeah, it could have an impact, but we just didn't have the demeanor for whatever reason just to say, guys, okay, next person up. And that's where it's uncharacteristic. When you look back and reflect on our season, you got to remember, like I've talked about, we've had games where we played twice without her. All right, had 7 kids and almost had Miami with a win and at UTC. And we've played in situations this year. And I told them at half, I said, y'all, as crazy as this season's been, it's been an awesome season. You've had everything thrown at you tonight. You're down more than 10. And I think we can do it, but you got to find a way. So their spirit was good, but the bottom line is we just never could get a stop, and we could never get some momentum. So frustrating night.
So you hear the stuff on the front.
Lauren, for y'all as players, I mean, what's it like watching Jess kind of come back and try to battle through that, even in a game where you guys were trying to come back from down a ton?
Yeah, I always say that's my captain. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do whatever she needs to do to get on that court and try to get us a win, and just bring up the overall morale of the team. And I think she did a really good job with that tonight.
Stay here with Ben in the front.
Coach, we didn't see a lot of playing time from DeBrisha Poe, and she only attempted 1 shot. Everything all right with her?
Yeah, she's a little banged up. Like I said, this is a great time for an off week. She's a fighter. I love that kid. She fights, but she definitely, like anybody else, needs a little rest right now. So that's all it is. Still believe in that kid. That kid's huge. And then Goni, we have a lineup in practice where it's our energy group. So when we were down so bad, I needed to press more. So that also took some of her minutes because I wasn't just going to sit there and play man. I tell them all the time, if we're down, I'm going to go down swinging. We are too. And my kids, that's why I appreciate them. We fought. We just couldn't come up with enough stops to come up with a win here tonight.
Final question here in the front.
Lauren, y'all faced some adversity this year, whether it be injuries or setbacks with a loss, even in some wins, having some tough performances and finding a way. I mean, what's your thoughts on this team being able to bounce back from this and get back on track next week?
I think we just got to take a much needed break. I feel like we all need it. We got 2 days off, so regroup individually, take our mental breaks, and just come back ready to work.